Heroes were more than just men. They were legends, their stories echoing through time. Heracles, born of Zeus and a mortal woman, possessed strength beyond imagination. Yet his life was marked by tragedy and challenge. Tormented by Hera's jealousy, Heracles faced unimaginable sorrow, forcing him to seek redemption through 12 near-impossible labors. He battled fearsome beasts, outwitted cunning adversaries, and endured the wrath of the gods, proving that even the mightiest heroes find themselves tested to their core. Perseus, another son of Zeus, confronted a different fate. Cast into the sea as a child, he survived against all odds, growing into a hero whose cleverness matched his bravery. Tasked with defeating the monstrous Medusa, Perseus relied on divine gifts and quick thinking, overcoming dangers that would petrify lesser men. Together, these two heroes show us that greatness comes in many forms: strength and wit, perseverance and courage. Perseus receives a polished shield, its surface gleaming. With steady courage, he confronts Medusa, gazing only at her reflection to avoid her deadly gaze. Victorious, he embarks on his journey home, rescuing Princess Andromeda from a fearsome sea monster. Perseus wields Medusa's head, turning foes to stone, embodying the perfect fusion of divine favor and human bravery. As founder of Mycenae, he inspires legends, meeting a peaceful end. Unlike most tragic heroes, now Theseus emerges, son of King Aegeus, or Poseidon and Aethra, marked by divine blood. His quest leads him into the labyrinth of Crete, where he faces the fearsome Minotaur. Armed with a sword and guided by Ariadne's thread, he slays the beast and escapes the maze. Rising as a celebrated hero, Theseus unites Attica's cities, shaping Athens' democracy. Yet, personal struggles begin as he abandons Ariadne, hinting at future challenges. Fiery fall, Aeneas emerged as a beacon of endurance and duty. Guided by fate and the will of the gods, he carried his aged father upon his shoulders and led his young son through the burning ruins, embodying the strength and responsibility that defined his journey. The trials he faced were many: tempests at sea, battles with unfamiliar foes, and the heartbreak of lost love in distant lands. Yet, Aeneas pressed onward, driven by a vision of a new city and a promise to fulfill his destiny. Through sacrifice and struggle, he reached the shores of Italy, where his legacy took root. As the forefather of Rome, Aeneas' story bridges the worlds of divine aspiration and mortal perseverance. His legend endures as a testament to resilience, piety, and the enduring hope that rises from the ashes of devastation. By fate's call, embarked on an epic journey that would shape the course of history. Leading a band of refugees across the turbulent Mediterranean, he faced daunting trials, braving storms, battling monsters, and even venturing into the shadowy depths of the underworld. Each loss and hardship tested his resolve, but Aeneas remained steadfast, guided by the promise of a divinely ordained destiny. In Roman legend, he is honored as the forebear of Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, and celebrated in Virgil's Aeneid as the embodiment of piety and perseverance, a hero who sacrificed much so that a new civilization could rise. Helen of Troy, born of Zeus and Leda, possessed a beauty so extraordinary it ignited a war that raged for a decade. Married to Menelaus, yet taken by Paris, Helen's fate was entwined with visions of gods and mortals alike. Her story endures as a timeless reminder of beauty's ability to inspire longing, conflict, and legend. With music that could move the very stones, was revered as the son of Apollo, or the muse Calliope. His melodies enchanted all of nature, yet his heart was marked by profound sorrow. When his beloved Eurydice died on their wedding day, Orpheus dared to descend into the underworld. There, his mournful song softened even the rulers of death, who allowed him to reclaim Eurydice, provided he never looked back until reaching daylight. Overcome by longing, he glanced behind too soon, and Eurydice vanished forever. Grief consumed Orpheus, and after rejecting all other love, he met a tragic end. Atalanta, famed for her speed and courage, was abandoned at birth, raised by bears, and often linked to divine heritage. She challenged suitors to races. Defeat meant death. Only Hippomenes triumphed, aided by Aphrodite's golden apples. But neglecting favor led to their transformation into lions. Atalanta's heroism endured, joining the Argonauts and defeating the Caledonian boar. Pollux, the legendary Dioscuri, were twin brothers bound by love and fate. Castor, born of Tyndareus, was mortal, while Pollux, son of Zeus, was immortal. Together, they forged an unbreakable bond, embarking on daring exploits such as the quest for the Golden Fleece. Their unity was tested when Castor fell in battle. Grief-stricken, Pollux pleaded with Zeus, asking to share his immortality with his beloved brother. Moved by Pollux's devotion, Zeus placed both in the night sky as the constellation Gemini, a symbol of unity, sacrifice, and brotherhood. Sailors looked to them for protection, invoking their names during tempestuous seas. Bellerophon, a prince of Corinth and perhaps son of Poseidon, exiled for a grave mistake, he earned redemption through heroic deeds. His most famous feat was slaying the fearsome Chimera, astride the winged horse Pegasus. Yet, pride led him to challenge the gods, and Zeus cast him down, leaving Bellerophon to roam in solitude. A timeless warning against hubris of Greek mythology. The stories of Asclepius, Arcas, Amphion, and Zethus reveal the deep connections between gods, mortals, and the forces that shape human destiny. Asclepius, the gifted healer nurtured by Chiron, defied the boundaries between life and death, inspiring awe and fear among the gods. His transformation into the god of medicine left an enduring mark, with the serpent-entwined staff still representing healing and hope. Arcas, born of Zeus and Callisto, faced tragedy and wonder, nearly slaying his own transformed mother before Zeus intervened. Their ascent into the heavens as Ursa Major and Ursa Minor reminds us that love and fate are immortalized in the stars. Amphion and Zethus, the twin rulers of Thebes, united strength and artistry to build the city's walls, embodying the harmony between physical power and spirit. Their legacy warns of pride, yet celebrates the enduring balance within every story. Was a renowned queen of the Amazons, celebrated for her unmatched bravery and skill in battle. Fierce and noble, she joined the Trojan War to aid King Priam after Hector's death, seeking both glory and redemption for a tragic accident in her past. Clad in gleaming armor, she led her warriors into the fray, stunning both allies and enemies with her prowess. In the chaos of battle, Penthesilea confronted Achilles, the greatest Greek hero. Their clash was fierce, but Achilles' strength prevailed. As he struck her down, he was overcome by awe at her courage and beauty, feeling a profound sense of remorse. The Greeks, witnessing this, were moved by the dignity of the fallen queen. Penthesilea's story echoes through the ages as a powerful meditation on valor, tragedy, and the complex emotions that bind foes even at the height of war. Her legacy endures as a symbol of heroic spirit and the cost of conflict. The legendary warrior queen of the Amazons and daughter of Ares embodied both ferocity and grace. She joined the Trojan War to aid Troy, her presence commanding awe and respect on the battlefield. In a dramatic clash, she faced Achilles, the greatest Greek hero, and fought with unmatched valor. Yet, fate was cruel. Achilles struck her down, but as he gazed upon her unveiled face, sorrow and admiration filled his heart. A moment that blurred the line between enemy and beloved, heroism and tragedy. Penthesilea became a symbol of the Amazons' independence and the inexorable cost of war. Memnon, son of the dawn goddess, Eos and king of Ethiopia, arrived at Troy clad in armor crafted by Hephaestus himself. His strength and beauty rivaled Achilles, and their duel was legendary. Though Memnon fell, Zeus granted him immortality. Eos's grief bestowed the world with morning dew, forever marking her son's sacrifice. Descended from Hermes, was renowned throughout ancient Greece as the master of theft, disguise, and trickery. His skills were unrivaled. He could steal anything, even entire herds of animals, by transforming their appearance so cleverly that no one would suspect a thing. Autolycus prided himself on leaving no trace, his cunning a testament to intelligence over brute strength. This legacy was passed down to his grandson, Odysseus, whose legendary cleverness shaped Greek mythology. Iphigenia, better known as Iphigenia, was the daughter of Agamemnon and Clytemnestra, and in some tales, the child of Artemis herself. Her fate was nearly sealed as a sacrificial offering to appease the goddess. But in a twist of mercy, Artemis saved her, replacing her with a deer and whisking her away to serve as a priestess. Melanion, aided by Aphrodite's golden apples, won the heart and hand of Atalanta. Yet their tale ended with divine transformation, a reminder of the gods' fickle favor. Born of Apollo and a muse or mortal woman, was celebrated for his extraordinary musical gifts. His teachings shaped legends like Orpheus and Heracles, passing on the secrets of melody and harmony. Yet, genius can be fragile in a world ruled by strength. During a lesson, Heracles, either overcome by anger or pride, struck Linus down. The loss was profound. Linus's name became synonymous with songs of mourning, echoing the sorrow of those who grieve. He stands as a symbol of how beauty and talent can be vulnerable to the violence around them. Cycnus, believed to be the son of Ares, embodied the brutality of war. Known for his cruelty, he forced travelers into deadly duels and built a grisly temple from their skulls to honor his father, who defeated him in battle. In death, Cycnus was transformed into a swan, his myth entwining savagery with the enduring elegance of nature. Son of Theseus, and either an Amazon or a mortal queen, was renowned for his unwavering devotion to Artemis. He pledged himself to chastity, shunning the passions of romantic love. This defiance angered Aphrodite, goddess of desire, who orchestrated a cruel twist of fate. Hippolytus' stepmother, Phaedra, fell desperately in love with him, driven by Aphrodite's influence. When he rejected her, she accused him falsely, and this accusation led to his tragic death in a chariot accident. Only after his demise did Artemis reveal the truth, ensuring Hippolytus was honored in memory. Actaeon, a skilled hunter, and sometimes considered a demigod, met his own fate through an encounter with hunting dogs. Unable to recognize him, pursued and killed him. These tales reflect timeless themes of purity, jealousy, and the volatile interplay of divine powers over mortal lives.